What's up, y'all? We're at the coal ash site with the Tutor Time daycare is right here beside me. We're testing the coal ash for radiation. We've hit, our highest hit so far is a 22. When we were at home testing it, it was at 5 and 6, like a normal background level. So these are high readings. When I was out here with the nice geiger counter, we were getting between 20 and 25 on this median. We wanted to test out this new geiger counter we got. We're hitting 22, and I know I'm on top of coal ash. We'll have the samples back soon for this coal ash, but right now we're testing this geiger counter, and we're hitting it.
What's up, y'all? This is Cancer Cluster Army, North Carolina, and I'm coming to you from the credit union in Mooresville, North Carolina, where there's 105,000 tons of coal ash between the back of this credit union bank and that grass. It runs all under the road here and all under these businesses. Now we're just going to run a quick track because I want to show y'all how we've been finding the coal ash that's near the surface or exposed with a geiger counter. I have come out to this site several times since March, and we have been able to find the coal ash by the high levels of gamma radiation on our geiger counter. I'm using radio code, and I'm reading microroentgens per hour. A normal background gamma radiation reading is between 4 and 9-ish. When we've hit 18 and above, we have found exposed coal ash or coal ash within a few inches below the soil. And the several times that I've checked out here, I've found basic medium high rates in other areas, and then areas of exposed ash. We've had 2 samples that were taken from out here, both showing high levels of dozens of heavy metals, including arsenic, 69 times higher than safe, and the radium 226, 228 levels were over 4 times higher than safe. We've not been able to get on the daycare to check it out. Let's walk over this way. All right. I hit a 21. I'm up over 18 right here. It's jumping around everywhere from 15 to 21. So there's definitely coal ash here, y'all. Like I said, this number really shouldn't be over 9. So this coal ash was put here in the mid-90s. By the Marlowe and Grigg Corporation. And then they sold it to a Thomas Wilson. This was all one property when the coal ash was placed. All these businesses were not here. It was one property. They split it into 6 separate properties. And the worst part is there's youngins out here playing on it. And there's no scientists being brought out, no parents warned. Not one warning sign out here, y'all. All right, now I'm walking down on the other side of the credit union in the grass. The levels have dropped a little bit. I'm more maintaining 12 and 13. Now we're putting together maps of each of these sites that you're going to be able to pull up and look at the results for yourself. You will be able to press on a dot and see exactly what I was reading everywhere I walked with the Geiger counter. This is very cool. We know the children have been playing on top of exposed coal ash. They shut down the playground eventually. I spent 2 years trying to get Mooresville city leaders and our NCDEQ to do something about this tutor time, to warn the parents that the children are playing on top of coal ash. When we found the coal ash exposed on a median out here, I realized these kids would be able to dig up the ash with a plastic shovel, no problem. I can't believe there's youngins out here. I asked the city to provide them with another space to be at while they're trying to do something. Once again, this is the Tutor Time Daycare in Mooresville, North Carolina. It sits on top of radioactive, toxic coal ash. This needs to be shut down. There needs to be laws created where children do not play, do not go to school on top of coal ash. This is wrong. Something needs to be done, y'all. But this site, I want you to know, is the first site where we found coal ash using a Geiger counter. And so far as I know, we're the first people in the world to find coal ash under the soil by looking for the gamma radiation with a Geiger counter. And it was at this site that it happened. We went to like 8 or 9 sites in one day, and every site where there was coal ash, we were able to find that coal ash with the Geiger counter. And as you can see, the children out there playing on it. That's their playground. No studies being done, no warning signs, no nothing. I'd love to get on that playground with my Geiger counter, y'all. Let's go see what we can find over here. So this is the median where we took samples from. Earthjustice took samples. And Nate Morbido from WCNC took samples. Both sets of samples came. I just hit a 30. I hope it recorded that 30. Wow. Yeah, the samples that came back from this median are over 4 times the level that's considered safe for radium. And you can see the gray. It's out here exposed. And it has been since we discovered it in March. And all the NCDEQ is going to do when they figure it out is tell the owners to throw some dirt over it. Well, radium-226, its half-life is 1,600 years. This is always going to be here, and it's always going to be radioactive.
All new tonight, test results of the soil near Mooresville Daycare confirm what experts feared. What they call unacceptably risky levels of carcinogens and radioactivity in the coal ash placed there decades ago as fill dirt. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colin Mayfield.
And I'm Vanessa Rufus. The findings follow a WCNC Charlotte investigation revealing the coal burning byproduct and its toxic ingredients aren't just buried near Tutor Time of Mooresville. The coal ash is buried under the daycare too.
The arsenic alone registered levels 69 times higher than the state of North Carolina's own soil remediation goals. The radium results, meanwhile, showed elevated radioactivity at its highest, exceeding the Environmental Protection Agency's cleanup standard. What's especially concerning is those two toxic elements are mixed with others.